What's going on, guys? Radar here, bringing you another Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. Today, this is round 3 of the LBA. As you can see, I am going up against Mr. Powers, who is the coach of the Cucamonga Quakes. He has a Sun team. Obviously, it's very, very, very sunny. I really slept on his team this week. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, well, I have a Tyranitar. I can deal with Sun easily. But as you can see, I'm going to bring the Jolteon, who has not hit the field yet until this battle, bringing Blastoise, Slowbro, Tornadus, Tyranitar, and Diggersby, all people I brought before, and he is going to be bringing the Ninetales, the Mega Charizard Y, the Nidoking, the that's Venusaur. That's what that Pokemon is. The Mandibuzz and the Shiftry. Now, I really did sleep on his team. Going into this battle, please keep that in mind. I know for a fact that I shouldn't have slept on his team, but I did, and it was bad of me to do. But as you can see, I'm going to be issuing the challenge. He's going to start off with his Ninetales. Now, Ninetales was a very obvious lead, so I led with my Jolteon. I was like, I'm going to Volt Switch no matter what. I know it's obvious, but if he's obviously going to bring in the Nidoking to stop the Volt Switch, should have gone for Hidden Power Ice, but you know, they always say don't make predictions turn 1, so I was like, I'm not going to risk it. So I just went for Volt Switch. Then got into my Tyranitar, who is a specially defensive Tyranitar. In the sand, specially defensive Tyranitar is amazing. So he's going to go for the Ice Punch, and I realized that he was not special. And I kind of got a little worried, because I didn't know what this thing could do on the special side. I knew it got Poison Jab, Earthquake, Ice Punch. I didn't know what else. So I kind of thought it got Superpower. But then he's going to go for the Earthquake, and that does a lot of damage to my Slowbro combined with the Sandstorm. So I don't think I was in a very good spot. So he's going to take out his Nidoking, and he's going to bring in his Mr. Thick, who is the Venusaur. Kind of predicted that. I went for an Ice Beam just because I figured if he's going to switch out, he would bring in either his Flying type with Mandibuzz or one of his 2 Grass types, and I just went for the safe Ice Beam. So now I'm going to take out my Slowbro because I know a Giga Drain will kill me, and I know that Tornadus can basically eat up anything he wants to do, but he's going to go for a Toxic, and that's when I realized that he was kind of sort of a bulky Venusaur. In the sun, bulky Venusaur is kind of sort of a threat. I didn't really think about that. I just thought that it was obviously modest max HP or max special attack with some defense investment. I didn't know about all that. But he's going to go for the Protect, either trying to stall out a turn of Sand or Toxic or whatever, but he's stalling me a little bit, and I was kind of frustrated. That right there kind of frustrated me to begin with in the game. And I'm just going to keep on spamming Air Slash just to see if I can get a little bit of chip damage off on stuff. Even on this Mandibuzz, it's really nice to get some chip damage. So Tornadus is now going to go in, and I'm going to bring out my Tyranitar, because if he goes for foul play, I can eat it up like Christielli eats donuts, or as I like to say, like the tipster Jones can eat penis. That's about how well I eat up foul plays. And then I'm just going to try to set up my Stealth Rocks. I believe that's what I do this turn. I believe that's what I do. So I set up Stealth Rocks. Yep, I set up my Stealth Rocks because that's going to bait him into going for a Defog. And that means I can get off some free damage or switch into something freely without taking a foul play. I do get my Leftovers Recovery. Toxic is going to hurt, and it's kind of going to be bad. But I'm now going to go into my Jolteon, because I figured there's not much that he can do to me. And if I go for a Thunderbolt, I'm obviously going to A, knock him out, or B, do a piss ton of damage. Like I had those 2 options. So he's obviously going to take out his Mandibuzz. He's going to go into his Ninetales to get rid of the Sand and get up the Sun. And I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt, just like I just said I was going to, and that does about half. I was kind of surprised. And I'm going to go to my Tyranitar because I figured, well, special Ninetales, right? Get up the Sandstream. I'm really specially defensive. No, he goes for Flare Blitz and does not a whole lot. So it kind of caught me off guard to keep my eye on that, but it wasn't really too big of a worry for me because I have Slowbro that can eat up physical hits, and then I have Tyranitar who can eat up special hits, so it wasn't that big of a deal. So he's going to go into his Charizard. I predicted that so nicely and went for the Rock Slide. I was so happy. Knocked out this Charizard before it even had a chance to do anything. Man, I was happy. I was so happy when that happened. So after I get hurt by Poison, he's then going to go into his Nidoking, and I believe that Charizard was the first Pokemon to faint in the entire battle. I'm going to go in my Tornadus. I figured he would go for Earthquake. I figured out Outspeed, and then I would be able to go for a Psychic of some sorts. Yep, that's exactly what I did. I was like, bye, nope, you live, and then go for a nice punch and kill me. So I lost my Tornadus on a mid-roll because I actually calculated that beforehand. I believe I had like, I forget how much I had to kill it, but he goes for a Sucker Punch on my Jolteon. Doesn't kill me, thank Jesus. I go for Hidden Power Ice and knock him out. That was really scary, I'm not gonna lie. I was running Expert Belt just so I would make sure that I would kill it off, and it was really scary. He's then going to go into this thing and the Shift Tree, and I'm going to go into my Tyranitar because I figured he's going to be special with Leaf Blade, Fake Out, Sucker Punch, and all that other nonsense. So he goes for the Fake Out, and I was like, cool, I can take that pretty well, and he's going to get hurt by the Sandstorm with Life Orb that does a decent chunk. And I'm like, no, I don't think he has much he can do to me except for Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade might take me out, but I'm not sure. But it turns out he has Low Kick. I was like, I didn't even know this thing got Low Kick. So I really slept on his team. I shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have slept on his team. Kind of bothers me now that I slept on his team. But then Diggersby's going to come in, and I was like, you know what, Diggersby Quick Attack can OHKO this thing. And so I just go for the Quick Attack, and he switches into his Mandibuzz, and it does about 10%. And I was like, well, that's piss. That is piss. So I switch out, and I'm going to go into my Blastoise, and right here he goes for a Toxic on my Blastoise. Now this is where the battle gets very stally. This is where I kind of gave up on the battle because I didn't really appreciate being Toxic stalled. But then again, it's the LBA. I can't get too angry about it because you have to do what you have to do to win. It's just frustrating, the inner battler in me. So I'm going to go for a Scald. That does a decent chunk, and I get the burn. That made me happy. I was like, well, at least if he's going to stall me out, I'm going to at least get some chip damage with a burn. So that's all I could really wish for. I was like, well, there might be a chance that he switches out into his Venusaur right here, because I'm going for a Scald. So I'm going to go for a Dark Pulse, just in case, and he didn't switch out. He went for Roost to stall me a little bit. And I did nothing to him. He's going to get leftovers, bringing him back to full, and then he's going to go, he gets hurt by the burn, so that really sucks. So now he's going to go for a Foul Play, and I actually made sure I had 0 attack IVs on this thing just for this battle, because I figured that Mandibuzz would do just that with Foul Play. So now that Toxic is really racking up, I was kind of sort of getting frustrated. He's going to go for the Roost, taking him back up to full health, and I'm going to go for the Scald, and I'm actually going to get a crit right here. So that really, really helped in the long term of things, because now something can come in and just OHKO it, like a Diggersby's Return or Jolteon's Thunderbolt or something like that. I do go down to Toxic, kind of a stall, but not too long of a stall, so it didn't bother me too much. So I send in my Diggersby because I know I can outspeed, go for a Return, bop it real quick. Now he's going to send in his Ninetales. Now right here, this is where I really made a mistake. I thought I still had my Tyranitar around. I completely forgot that I didn't have Tyranitar anymore. So he sends in the Chlorophyll Pokemon, and I'm like, holy tits, I'm about to get swept by a freaking Shift Tree. So I go into my Slowbro. I get hurt by the Leaf Blade a lot. I mean, a lot. It kind of sucks. He's then going to go for the knockoff, knocking out my Slowbro. He gets a crit. Don't know how much it mattered. I don't think it mattered at all. Kind of, sort of, yeah, I don't really think it mattered at all. So now I'm going to go into my Diggersby. I'm like, I know a Quick Attack will OHKO this thing that stops the sweep, and he lives at 14. I was like, holy tits, how does that happen? He then told me after the battle that he had like 114 HP investment because he outspeeds everything in the sun. So he's then going to go down. I have just my Jolteon left, and he has, I believe, his Mr. Thick and his whatchamacallit left. He's then going to go for the Giga Drain, kill my Jolteon, and that is the end of the battle. I did lose 2-0, which really frustrated me because I put so much planning going into this battle that it kind of sort of just frustrated me, the fact that I lost, like, I don't know, I lost pretty easily, I would say. So it really does suck, but it's whatever. It's whatever. I hope that you guys enjoyed this battle. Very good game, Mr. Powers. You totally deserve that win. I mean, and I'm actually really looking forward to see what else you can do later on in the future in battles, because I know that you can pull out surprises that people aren't expecting. Just like I didn't expect things to be that, I don't want to say like that, but I didn't expect things to go that way. So if you could, make sure you leave a like down below. I will put his Twitter link in the description below. Also, DeeTrain, thank you so much for recording my battles. You have been recording 3 battles now for me, and I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. Without you, I probably wouldn't be able to bring my viewers this this LBA series. So everybody, please go check out DeeTrain. He's a fantastic battler. He's a fantastic guy. He has fantastic content. It's amazing. Please go check him out. I hope that you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.